This is one of those basic geometry shapes that you really need to be comfortable with. They do not talk about this at all in the reference sheet. However, this is what I refer to as a transversal in my lesson. You should be comfortable with that word. They might use it, but normally they just kind of talk about it like this, right? There's one line like N intersecting two other lines, and the other lines are parallel. So those lines are parallel. All sorts of very convenient things happen. Basically, we have knowledge about angles that are going to be congruent or equal to each other, and then also angles that are going to be supplementary to each other, meaning they add to 180 degrees. Now, most people on Earth can just look at this and instantly see which ones are going to be equal and which ones are going to be supplementary. So the 162 is going to be equal to the x. So that's our answer, 162, right? What is the value of x? It's the 162. It's obvious to me because both of those angles are greater than 90. They're obtuse angles. And that's just how the thing works, is if they're parallel, you have this kind of duplication. So because of vertical angles, this one is also the same as the 162 because they're across from each other, and same thing here. So all four of those highlighted angles in red are equal to each other. Now, all of the other angles are going to be supplementary to the 162. So that would be, I believe, 18, right? 180 minus 162. 180 minus 162 is 18. So that's 18, this one here is 18, this one here is 18, this one's here is 18. Now in school, you had to learn all sorts of names for this, right? These are alternate interior angles, same side exterior angles. And you have to memorize all these different relationships and crazy words. None of that matters in the SAT. Just what's equal, what's not, what's supplementary, that's about it. Some people, for some reason that I've never been able to figure out, can't just look at this and know instantly what's going on. They can't tell that the 162 and the x are the exact same thing. I know it says not drawn to scale, but if they're parallel, it has to be. It has to be. Even if, it has to be that way. So it's obvious to me. It's like the sky being blue. However, if I'm talking to you and you are one of those people that just cannot, for the life of you, see what I'm talking about here, feel free to put it in the comments and explain anything you can about how your brain works and what you do to figure this out, or what you see when you look at something like this. I'm super curious, but my advice is probably that you're going to just skip a question like this. But maybe if you're going to do it, just guess randomly if it's the same number that they gave you or 180 minus that number. That's pretty much the only two answers we're going to see on most of these questions. They can make them a little harder, but that's basically the starting point. So I don't know what to tell you. If you can't see these angles, there's nothing really you can do to ever see them maybe. So just pick a letter or pick a number and move on is probably the best advice, and do stuff that's not geometry.